His reputation has certainly come on in leaps and bounds, and suddenly many people saying he's the best player in the competition. Well, he's on the big stage tonight and he gets a chance. The umpires tonight, Chamberlain, Ryan and Pennell.
Just down on the bottom left, the St Kilda forwards. Probably expected Harry Taylor to go straight to Nick Riewoldt.
That's unusual. Are you thinking that Clint Jones will look at that gamble? First game for St Kilda, and he's got one of the best fullbacks ever to take on in his first game in the new club.
Were they close, Tom?
They were close enough.
Well, they are now. Friday night football underway at the Oval Office. One down by Ottens. Upended was Jones, taken by Kelly. Kicks down towards half forward. Hangs a long time in the air. Time enough for Mooney to drop back and take the mark on his chest.
So against the Camster for a push. Clark. His body's going to be important again this year. Can he stand up to the rigours and get more than 10 games in? Well played, Fisher. Ray goes for goal. Kicks to full forward. Riewoldt, not quite. So free kicks.
Come here. No. Just here. Just here. No.
Just attacks the ball so hard in the air, doesn't he? I'm just surprised that Lonergan's on him, not Taylor. Taylor's almost an automatic matchup. Has done well in the past.
There have been two contests, and both times Lonergan's been found wanting.
Plays on and kicks the goal. So the captain gets the first goal on Friday night footy for the season.
Just lobs it beyond the wing. Goddard comes on a searching lead. Looks down towards the 50. Then channels it back towards the middle. Graham had to wait. Scarlett didn't. Came strongly. Graham. Riewoldt wants it long. He's about 15 metres from goal. But the short one dropped by Fisher, who crawls after it. Montagna has it. Measures the kick. Goes in short to Goddard. And distance will not be a problem. It's 2 against 1, but in the air, not so important. But a beautiful kick comes from Goddard. He puts it through right over the umpire's head.
This is what the sub's for. Geelong have lost a player, but both sides have now still got 21 players that they can work on and off the field. So the fairness aspect, both sides equal at this point.
Ottens won it down. Kelly, Corey running away from his own goal. Hooks it back over his shoulder, deep towards the pocket. Dawson's been good. Got a fist on that one. Here's Duncan. Oh, that was clever. Brilliant. Thought his way through it. The aerial route was denied. He bounced it through. Missed a lot of football last season. Goes way back. Lonergan.
Good look at what he's got there. Pretty structured St Kilda defensive setup.
Varco runs to the centre circles, takes it, tried to flick it across to Scarlett. That was ambitious. Will prove costly, I think. Hayes, gamble. Can he hurt his old club? You bet he can. Straight through the middle. Clark goes wide. Goddard's got it. Got the choice of 2 on the other side. McAvoy is the long target, but Goddard doesn't want to go there. Decides to come across the ground. Most clubs would have gone to McAvoy. Not so the Saints. Graham has it. Comes to Hayes. 2 on again. 2 to choose from. Clark this time. Montagna wants the football. Hunt was aware of Montagna, and that's caused the 50. 6 career goals for this man. In he comes. That's a pretty good effort. Oh, wow, that hurts. Big lead now. 2 men going across, both of them Saints, but Bartel wins the one-on-one. Now they're a chance. Duncan feeds it forward to Varco. It needed something inspirational. Bartel provided it. Varco eventually corrals the football, goes in short. Johnson, man on deep is Wojcinski. He goes to the pocket instead and finds Joel Corey, who moments ago was across half-back. That was great hard running. We heard Ross Lyon talking about looking up, getting the eyes up, and both sides very much now just putting the ball short, particularly Geelong, but it ends well or doesn't? Yes, it does. Joel Corey gets it over the line.
Gee, telling goal there. Cats suddenly get the scoreboard going. Ottens to Corey. Started the match on Goddard. He's been good, Corey. Guthrie tried to rove it. Wojcinski. Suddenly they're going to kick 2 in a minute. We've got a game. Out wide, just lazy old kick. Wojcinski's been terrific. Up the ground tonight, inboard. Scarlett, so much of the ball. Kicks the ball wide to half forward. Mooney goes to ground, but fetches it off, and well done. Stokes running hard. Remember, he missed the first 7 games last year, Stokes. Inboard to Guthrie. Guthrie loads up to full forward. Menzel sets himself and takes a beauty. Duncan, I should say. It was a magnificent mark.
Get his centre of gravity low.
Stephen Baker's a hard opponent.
He is. He's a tough hard play. Got at the drop zone of the ball. Terrific mark.
So Duncan kicks his second goal of the night, and Geelong suddenly within a couple of points. He's done a good job. I mean, he was in Coventry for 4 or 5 weeks, went back, got himself organised, owned up to a couple of things, and he's played a really good game tonight. Didn't play at all for 2 seasons. It's a good story.
Contest, Tom Hawkins, advantage.
So the advantage to the Cats, and then Stokes goes to full forward, hooks it back, wanting Bartel. Bartel, clever, brilliant, unbelievable actually. They're in front. Jimmy with a bit of magic. Neat looking kick. Milne held his ground against Enright, and then brilliant evasion by Milne, and then off one step. This is interesting. Riewoldt in a one-on-one, no free kick. Montagna can't quite. Lonergan's just had a really big victory, and now Varco goes to touch. Deliberate.
Been good tonight, Lonergan.
Yep.
Hasn't the game opened up? Suddenly space everywhere. Kick inside the forward 50. And McAvoy just stood his ground and plucked it. Unforgivable. There had to be a fist from behind. Well, Tom wasn't in the contest. I think he was in front roving and just cruising past. Oh, no! Oh, no! It's bounced through for a goal. Remarkable. Taken by Armitage alongside the centre circles. Wants something from his teammates, anything. Gives it across to Clark, 75 metres out. This will be a dangerous kick. Long towards the kick-off line. There's going to be a free kick. It'll go to Taylor, I think. Montagna's kicked the goal. And that is reminiscent of last year's final in reverse. You might remember Cameron Ling kicking that goal in the dying seconds, and it came back for a push in the back on Gwilt. This time, Montagna got in the back of a Geelong defender, and Taylor got the free inside the centre square, ball up.
It's an interesting decision, isn't it? Because Montagna holds his ground a bit, and the defender runs into him.
Well, there's some tension in the coach's box. Chris for the first time at senior level.
Goddard and Varco. Varco scooped it to Mackie, and then McAvoy, Riewoldt, front spot, well played. Taylor building it back. Goddard, Del Santo, Hayes, he's done this before. Bang! He's a beauty, Lenny is. Right. Arched his back and banged to home. He's taken a couple of absolutely crucial marks in the last minute. And then pops it to about 40 metres. Goddard got underneath. Mackie marks. Chance now for the Cats.
That's a question if they got a spread. Got enough energy to spread.
Mackie under pressure. And the kick reflected that. Straight to Gilbert. So Gilbert, about 75 metres out, comes in, sets it up. Compete about 20 metres out. Scarlett got his fingertips to it, gets it back. Nicely worked there initially with Taylor. They're under pressure. Kelly kept his head. Goes short to half-back. Corey's away. Clock is down to 1:18. Joel Corey kicked into the oncoming Gilbert. That could be match-defining. Down goes Dempster. Umpire will pay holding the ball. Free kick is going to Geelong. Plays on immediately. There's the man on the ground. Johnson gave it to Corey. Corey's had a bumper second half. Kicks it inside the forward 50.
Peak with those fresh legs. Dempster wide. Dangerous kick comes off Blake. Then Blake measures the kick again, dangerous, and turns it over. One last chance, you'd think, for the Cats. Enright, down the middle. Kelly, Mackie. Now Taylor Hunt, wider. Duncan's been important. Kicked a couple. Measures a kick to the pocket. Bartel outnumbered. Gets rid of a couple. Bouncing ball. Mooney. Still Mooney. Milburn, can you believe it? The oldest player out there. The sub probably wins it for him.
The sub.
The super sub.
This has got everything. What a great second half.
And this has sort of been, they talk about fatigue in footy, and that's what really, a couple of games I've seen this round one, they always get tired in the second half, but you can just see every player on the ground is nearly exhausted. That just, the 2-on-1 contest to make sure that St Kilda didn't get it, that set up the chance.
Bartel.
Great play by Bartel.
Yeah, absolutely.
So 19 seconds to go. Geelong, you'd think, would push players back to try and make a certainty of it. They have. So they got 3 extra in defence. Let's see what happens at the centre bounce here.
No surprise there then. 19 seconds to go. That says it all. A show of emotion from Chris Scott. Hayes, meantime, tries to dig it out of the middle. Kelly needs to be careful. Did well enough. Duncan goes to half forward, and that might be it. Leading in the race out there, Menzel. Wonderful pickup. The boy from Central still going. Hand passes it back, but they've done enough. They've done enough. They've come from the clouds to win Geelong. Chris Scott wins at his first attempt. And what a remarkable second half.
It's a long season and not much is lost, I guess, from the Saints' point of view, but God, it was good, wasn't it?
Well, it was. I mean, it was a game that was so humdrum for a half because it was so low scoring, but as soon as it got to the second half and the scoreboard was tight, then the contest was really on.
Lee, let's go down to Tom Harley, who's down there with the Cats.